The Qatari authorities have turned down President Bola Tinubu's request to visit the nation and hold a business and investment forum. The Qatari government, in a letter to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs on Thursday, disclosed that it will not be able to welcome Mr. Tinubu and hold the proposed forum on March 2 and 3 due to the lack of legally binding agreement between Qatar and Nigeria for the promotion of investment. It also noted that its Ministry of Commerce had other commitments on the day Mr. Tinubu desired to visit. In quotes, the embassy has the honor to inform that the Ministry of Commerce and Industry in Qatar apologized that it would not be able to hold a business and investment forum as proposed by Nigerian side because there is no any agreement signed between the state of Qatar and the Federal Republic of Nigeria on investment, promotion and protection. The letter sent to the Foreign Ministry on February 22 stated, the Gulf nation further stressed that its Commerce and Ministry Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Hamad bin Qasim Al Thani will be carrying out official missions outside the country during the upcoming visit period, which makes him unavailable to meet with the Nigerian leader. It added that these officials will be too busy because Qatar was hosting its own web summit, the same time Mr. Tinubu planned to visit. The state of Qatar will be hosting a web summit during the suggested period, and the state authorities will be preoccupied with this event, the letter indicated. The Qatari government failure to reschedule the business forum to a more convenient period perhaps suggested its unwillingness to forge any economic alliance with Nigeria. Last year, the United Arab Emirates authorities faulted an announcement that a visa ban on Nigeria had been lifted after Mr. Tinubu visited the UAE leader, Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. The last time President Tinubu played host to the United Arab Emirates and held some discussions with them, the federal government came out to announce that UAE has lifted up the visa ban on Nigeria, of which the Qatari government came out to deny that announcement. So now President Bola Tinubu is planning to visit on another scheduled investment program, but the Qatari government, they are simply rejecting him the opportunity to have that business meeting. Nigeria is a sovereign state, and of which if the Qatari government respect Nigeria as much as they respect other nations, all they would have done is to reschedule the visit of President Bola Tinubu. But here, they are simply and bluntly denying Nigeria an opportunity to have an investment summit with the Qatari government. This shows that the Qatari government is not willing to sign a bilateral trade with Nigeria. Maybe because they've perceived that Nigeria is not a nation they could have a bilateral trade with. Of course, what happened the last time is something any government will frown about. You see, when you run a government on propaganda, when you run a government on fake news, this is what you get. This is the kind of treatment you get. A lot of persons come online and they say that stop demarketing Nigeria, but yet it is the leaders that are demarketing Nigeria, because we see no reason why you did not have an agreement with the Qatari government that the visa ban that was placed on Nigerians will be lifted, but you came and made an announcement of which a lot of persons jubilated over that news. But then the Qatari government had to come out to deny that news, which was very, very bad. That was a very, very bad thing for the federal government to do. And now what they did previous months back is now affecting them, because what the Qatari government is showing, their body language here is showing that they are not willing to have any business summit with Nigeria. If you listen to what they said there is no bilateral agreement between Nigeria and the Qatari government. But if they are willing to do that, they would have signed that agreement. They would have rescheduled the visit of President Bola Tinubu. But the letter states they are not willing to do that. They are preoccupied with other important things. That means the meeting between President Tinubu and the Qatari government is unimportant to them. It is a shame that Nigeria is getting treated in the Committee of Nations. But some people will come and tell you that what you are tweeting on social media is demarketing Nigeria, whereas it is our leaders that are demarketing Nigeria. What are you going to explain is the reason for this international disgrace between Nigeria and the Qatari government? Of course, they will do it, because when you play a government of propaganda, This is the kind of disgrace you receive, because there was absolutely no reason for the federal government to come and announce that the visa ban has been lifted, whereas there was no such thing. They wanted to score cheap political points. Remember, that was a period that Bola Ahmed Tinubu came into office, and with all the illegitimacy that was hanging around him, the court case and everything, he was seeking for legitimacy from Nigerians and from other parts of the world. And the best way to do that, according to him, is to say things that are out of place. And now the Qatari government, they are denying him outrightly. It's a shame. It's a shame, Nigerians, and we are watching. It's a shame. Thank you for listening.